mini streams in case it lags things out. How many have we got in here? Looks like we have... I think we pretty much have the 5. Pretty much sure we're going into a pistol bash, right? Are we going into a pistol bash? Has a pistol bash been... Are we not doing a pistol bash? Are we going straight into this? Surely we're doing a pistol bash, right? We're not doing... Okay, we're not doing a pistol bash. Okay, maps have obviously already been called. That must have been done off stream, I assume. Okay. Yep, we have indeed. This is the first round. Okay, that was a bit of a different start. So Benq with a headshot on Dubs. Wow, that's gonna throw me a little bit. But there we are. The first round is underway. Dawnville is going to be the first map. Mozart with scope. And Mozart with a headshot there, just finishing off that tag. Finding Ravesort. He was going to laugh that one off. He gets a kill onto Losa in White House. Noddy also finding a teammate there as well. 1950 charging down the church, taking down Mozart. It's going to be 1950 and Noddy left. So a bit of a scrim here in terms of the first round. It did throw me. There was no pistol bash. That must have been done off stream, I assume, unless the maps were already organised. But either way, we did have a little bit of friendly fire. One of the NEWERA players was taken down by a teammate. I think Noddy is running out of options in terms of where he can go. I don't think 1950 has a secondary. He doesn't. I think he is going to look for one, and one would be incredibly helpful. He finds a car, which is going to add a bit of long distance capability for him. Noddy looks to get that plant just on the south side of B, which means he can then retreat into Hobo and Calf if he wants to. 1950 has spotted him. Makes his way towards gate, tagged there by Noddy, but not actually finished off. Ravesor questioning how Mozart saw him. But I'm pretty sure that guy was spawned from Eagles, because that guy has insane eyesight. A wonderful shot there from 1950. Peaked at the right time and is going to take that first round for Kompleksi. But yeah, sorry guys, bit of a confusing start. We jumped right into the first round. No pistol bash. But Kompleksi are going to take that first one. They're going to get the defuse. And that was a bit of a crazy start. It was a bit of a mixed bag in terms of the kill feed. But I'm sure as players kind of figure each other out, it may just calm down a bit. Particularly as we get to the later rounds, I think it is going to slow down a tiny bit. Kompleksi actually sending 3 to B, which I haven't seen before. Losa being pushed out of White House. Sieber finding that kill on Noddy by Church. It's going to be good defending by him. I think one has just rotated over to A. I think that was Scope. So potentially Dubs now moving his way over to A. 1950 is going to be in charge of covering Orphanage. Smoke has gone down here. Actually by 1950. He has popped that down in Orphanage. Gives himself a little bit of cover. Strumfrich still keeping his. Benq through the smoke. He's been eating his carrots. Finds 1950. Strumfrich adding to that, finding Ravesor with a nade. Losa again finding Mozart. Literally has a millisecond of vision on him there, but finds him as he rushes out of Church. Waits for the minute. And now looks to rotate. Losa finding another kill in the form of Kerbert. Benq finding Dubs through the smoke. I know smoke is a hotly debated topic in COD 2. But you do have to pick your positioning well. Benq looks to get that plant. He has Sieber and Losa who are going to try and stop him. Losa with a great nade, finding Benq. A nice catch by him. More game volume, of course. Thank you for letting me know. More game volume. Let's pop that up a little bit. Thank you, guys. Hopefully that should do it. Let me know. Yeah, I don't know what Twitch is doing lately, but it's changed volumes on everything. But thank you for letting me know. Hopefully that works. Kompleksi with the defuse again. Losa and Seba taking the 5 kills between them both. So interesting that Kompleksi sent 3 to B. Dubzera did rotate and went back to A to help. I think he was taken out eventually just outside spawn, so he is going to be floating back and forth a little bit. Noddy aggressively pushing into church, taking Losa down this time. I'm always amazed at how few shots there are. But when there is a shot, it normally means there's a kill. 1950 with a tack nade there, finding Noddy standing in that doorway just a little bit too long. Mozart making his way through Orphanage. I think Stromfrich is there too. Does well to avoid that nade. He's going to get tagged, but it's still in the game. Kerber just holding back for that flank, which may not come as only Dubs and Raves are left. BenQ now getting into the action. Nades landing in thick and fast. Ravesor with his first kill. Finding Stromfrich, taking down the allied shotgunner. Defending well, both of them. BenQ finding Ravesor. He's going to be Dubs left with that scope. He dives into FPS. But BenQ is going to do just enough to get him. Gets that second headshot. NEWERA on the scoreboard. 2-1 with a little bit of a buy round as well. Kerber with that Thompson and Carr. Probably my favourite combo. Dubs looking for that early kill from the rusher into Graveyard. Ravesor, nice play from him. Gets into the right side of Orphanage. Gets that early kill. Pops a nade over. Puts up good defence and has actually held down the right side of Orphanage. No nades have come in yet, but I think if he hangs around in there for a bit too much longer, he would be bugged out of there. So he rotates. Falls back over to Splash. And I think the fact that Ravesor got into that Orphanage right side early on, I think has slowed down NEWERA just a tiny bit. They might be a little bit more cautious as they push in here, but Mozart isn't going to hold back. He is going to get Ravesor and take his head clean off. Losa leaving White open a little bit more. Backs away just at the wrong time. And is now in a bit of a duel. I think he's actually in a duel there. Is that with Mozart? It is Mozart. They look for the they look for the side arm kill. Noddy looks to get the plant on A. Losa's going to be pinned at B. He does eventually get Mozart. Pops a nade over, but I think the plants may have moved away. He has. Well played by NEWERA. That was good. A bit more of a steady round. Pushed in at the right time. I think once Ravesor gone down, that kind of signalled the opening to A. So good play by NEWERA to bring it back to 2-2. Still quite low. Let me change it again. Thanks, guys. Hopefully that helps. Let me know. If not, I can start playing with settings on OBS. Puffy, welcome in, buddy. Look how quickly NEWERA are getting into church. They're really really locking that down quite quickly. And I was mentioning earlier about how the meta changed. Axis don't seem to push into church that much. They may gamble it in a round or two and try and get on that MG to try and hold or push back a graveyard push. But other than that, Axis kind of leave it open. Speaking of leaving it open, that east side flank for NEWERA is very open. Mozart needs to be careful if a flanker is coming towards him. I know Losa does love a bit of a push. 1950 can almost do those as well. 3 players tagged there with that nade. Mozart returning the favour, finding 1950. So that shotgunner is going to go down. Puffy, welcome in, bud. I hope you're okay. Kerber's now going to have that responsibility, just holding that flank. But again, time is ticking. It looks like A is going to be the target. Stromfrich has actually got himself into Axis spawn house. Losa finding Mozart, finding a second on BenQ as he crawls onto the top of gate. Seba with a third, finding Stromfrich. And all of a sudden, NEWERA are no longer. I was literally mentioning earlier about hardly any shots being made, but when they are made, a kill is there, and that just proves it. That nade sounded like it landed next to me. I hope not. But hopefully that helps. I'll put a bit more sound on for you. Hopefully that works. Let me know. 1950 pushed out way too far there. Got to the broken wall on Splash. And he was taken down by Kerber. Dubs looking to get on top of FPS. Stromfrich, good aggressive play. Taking Ravesor down in Orphanage. There wasn't much else Kompleksi could do. 1950 was out. So Ravesor was down to defend it. But an aggressive shotgunner is normally going to take down a car player at that close range. Kompleksi down to 3. Siebert finding Noddy. Mangle, welcome in, buddy. How you doing? It is in DirectX 9. It is indeed. Dubs finding Stromfrich, not getting the second. Kerber finding him from Orphanage. Losa now needs to get his running shoes on. And if he can get through Orphanage. Doesn't feel like the volume's going up. Okay, let me do. I'll do some changes on OBS at the end of this. Jerry, welcome in. Thank you for letting me know, guys. I will bump the volume up after this round. Here's a 1v1. BenQ and Losa. If Losa peeks here, he might just see him. I think he does. He missed him, though. Gave his position away. Not happy with that. And BenQ has 30 seconds. He may now go over to B, I think. Wouldn't be a bad choice. That bullet just bounces off the brickwork. Just misses his feet. That plant, I think, is going to go down. I don't think Losa can stop him. He tries. May get him off the plant, depending where BenQ chooses to go. And he's going to sit on plant. Good thinking. Cakesy, welcome in, brother. And Losa gets that kill. Good play from him. That is going to be the defuse. Let me just play around with the volume settings. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, let's pump them up a bit. Hopefully that does it. Let me know. Let me know if that changes the sound. I hope it does.
Win.
So 4-2. Kompleksi keeping the whole Dawnville being an Axis map statement true. They've had some good defending. It looks like an aggressive pushing Graveyard. Mozart with a sidearm kill on Losa. I think he was trying to get that rotate push. He chooses to pick up the Luger as well. I've never seen that before. Never seen anyone preferring the Luger over the Colt. Stromfrich with a kill on 1950. Ravesor and Dubs both getting kills in return. 3v3. Glad to hear it, Mangle. BenQ trying to get that opening from Orphanage. But there's still one defender there in the form of Ravesor, who does find Kerber. And then gets a second onto BenQ. The tiniest angle. Leaving Mozart all in his own. Uncharacteristically miss a shot. He has players left and right. Pops an 8 in the air for good measure, but that is not going to be enough. Kompleksi take another round. It's going to be 5-2. I'll pop that volume up a bit more. There you go. And NEWERA find themselves chasing a little bit. I feel like Kompleksi are reacting incredibly well to how NEWERA play, and that is what's given them the edge so far. A great smoke by Stromfrich on gate. That is going to make Sieber's defending towards Church that much harder. Wouldn't be surprised if they now rotate and just leave one at B, which I think they're doing by the looks of it. Look at that. As soon as he rotates, he picks off Stromfrich. That is a very vital kill. M1 bullets ping off the brickwork. Nice peek there from Ravesor. Losa somehow missing that. BenQ picking him off, but then being dropped by 1950 soon after. Dubs at FPS challenging Noddy. 1950 Has rotated round into Church. Stolen an M1 Garen. And Ravesort will pick up another kill, making it 6-2. Is it still quiet? Are we still desperate for sound? Let's start missing that shot. I wonder if he's going to change scope. Not saying he's doing anything bad, but I wonder if he might change his play a bit. Noddy getting that tag on Dubs. He's nearly taken out with that scope and M1 combo. 1950 finding Strumfrich. I think 1950 is going to be a pain in NEWERA's butt. He seems to be the one who has a bit more freedom of the map. Kerber's in a bit of a precarious spot. Mozart getting a second kill, adding that nade to the scope kill. Dropping Siebert and Dubs. Now it's fine. Excellent. Good stuff. Thank you, guys. Sorry for that. They're going to rotate here from NEWERA. They look to be moving over to B. They're going to leave BenQ in Graveyard. I think to try and bring some eyes over for Kompleksi onto that west side, but it hasn't worked. 1950 did not fall for it. He grabbed Kerber. Makes it a 3v3. Kompleksi are playing incredibly strong. BenQ's doing his best to draw some eyes over it, keep them pinned. Ravesor finding Noddy. And while that flank was a good idea, it now leaves the last two players split. BenQ is not going to get any support from Mozart, nor is Mozart going to get any support from him. Now he's dead.
Allies eliminated.
And Losa in his spot will find Mozart. NEWERA look a little bit shaky at the beginning. Just a tiny bit, but never count them out. That is one thing I've learned. Never ever count NEWERA out. Oh, excuse me, had a sneeze. Didn't want you guys to lose an eardrum due to me sneezing. Let's see how NEWERA are moving again. And it looks like another A push. 1950 with that delayed nade. Finding Noddy. Mozart with a player back. I think could well be Kerber who is hanging back. Strumfrich is going to be in Church. Will grab that M1 happily, as well as the extra nade. BenQ is going to make a challenge on Orf. Strumfrich uses one of those nades well. Catches 1950. BenQ looks to be lining up a nade over to A. Smoke has gone down as well. Some nice nades back from Kompleksi. Just holding NEWERA in place for that little bit longer. Coming up to 50 seconds. Losa finding Kerber. This is what NEWERA need to be careful about when they start losing players. They need to pick up positions, and they're not doing it. They are not doing it. They don't seem to be gelling too well at the minute. And again, I'm sorry, I wish I could tell you what the other maps are, but I honestly don't know. I assume some of these must have been decided offline. So I can't tell you what the others are going to be, but we'll find out together. I think NEWERA are going to have to change something. I think maybe a B push to mix things up. Kompleksi seem to be getting really comfortable and very confident. And they just seem to be just falling into the lap of Kompleksi. Los has been an absolute pain in their butt. Currently sitting at 10-5. Raves are also picking things up at 12-5. They're kind of doing so well that Dubs kind of doesn't really have to. Los has got himself over to Monument and picks up a kill on Kerber. Noddy spent a bit of time trying to get him, but now knows there's a player in his back. So So he's going to have eyes in the back of his head. Mozart with the kill on C. This is good. Mozart has opened up A. Losa the only one left, but that nade! Losa's nades have been on form.
Axis eliminated.
And Noddy's will find Losa, catching him over Splash. So finally, NEWERA grab one back just before the half. He could go to that dreaded 9-3. But Losa's just been deadly. I think it was it Team Infinite who Dedo plays for? He went to this left side on B, and throughout the defense of Dawnville, it was an absolute nightmare. It's such a good spot to be. And there is that carbine. Who has that? Who has that? That was Kerber. I think it was Kerber. Maybe clutching at straws, I'm not quite sure. As soon as I hear a carbine, I think of Ravesor, but that couldn't happen. So a bit of an interesting play there from Kerber. Siebert now going to be putting some pressure on from B. Losa taken out, so Siebert will take his place. 2 players for Kompleksi left at A. 1950. It's going to be hovering in Spawn House. Nades landing at A. Could signal a push. Coming up to 50 seconds. Noddy now with scope responsibilities. Gets a nice kill there on 1950 just as he peeks from the top of Spawn House. Managing to gain some ground together here, but Siebert with a great kill onto Noddy. An even better nade from Stromfrich to take him out. And Benki will get that final kill on Dubs. So it is going to be 8-4. They did get those last few rounds as a bit of a consolation perhaps. But let's see how they do on defense. This could be where Kompleksi now start to struggle. But either way, let's see. Let's see how they do. And here we go. The half has started. NEWERA are now going to be defending BenQ with scope. Stromfrich still with shotgun. Siebert actually with scope. 1950 with shotgun. And Dubs with a Thompson. So we could see a little bit of a rush here from Kompleksi. Mozart has pushed up well. Finds a Losa. Mozart obviously got that good B spawn. And a second Siebert not dealing with that and getting punished for it. Mozart doing everything right at the beginning. Dubs trying to hold back the flanker, but Mozart is going to get a third. Look at that, a nice clean up from NEWERA. Excuse me, sorry, just choking on the excitement yet again. But a nice clean round from NEWERA. What a way to start the half. That is a good reply from them, bringing it back to 8-5. This is what I said about never counting NEWERA out. They can really come at you. Kerbert is going to be the man at B. Whoa. Hi guys, Marty Vol, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Welcome in everybody. Yikes. Hi guys. Thank you so much. Catch us in the middle of a big tournament. Yeah, thank you for the raid.
Axis win.
Welcome in, people. I hope you're good. So I mean, NEWERA pick up a second. It's going to be 8-6. Yeah, welcome in, everyone. I hope you're COD 2 fans. This is the lower bracket final. Kompleksi versus NEWERA. Enjoy. Graveyard push for 3 by the looks of it. No one actually choosing to go into church just yet. Mozart again with that rotate. He has to be dealt with. Eventually he is. Sieber does find him, but you cannot let the rotate go through B like that and pick off anyone. You have to have that covered. And Kompleksi are going to be punished for it. Sieber looks towards that smoke to see if he can pick off anyone, but no one seems to be giving him any uniform to see. Noddy's eager to push out of white. And I think he knows that BenQ is still hanging back. That would be a really vital kill for NEWERA if they could take down BenQ. A grease gun in the hand of Dubs, coming up against Noddy with a Thompson. Noddy will win that one. Almost taken out. They're kind of backing off from A. So I wonder if they're inviting that push. BenQ finding Dubs. Alosa on return, finding Noddy from Splash.
Allies eliminated.
And BenQ again
Axis win.
showing that he can pretty much pick up any weapon and do some damage with it. 8-7 now for NEWERA. That gap pretty much closed. Look at Mozart again. When Mozart feels it, he really does feel it. Completely unchallenged. Noddy finding C, but Stromfrich putting up a great defense, holding church, but catching that nade from 1950. Mozart with a kill on him. This is how you defend on Dawnville. This is a lesson in defending on Dawnville. Absolutely beautiful to watch. It doesn't come much more crisp than this. Losa, the man left. Thompson and N1 Garand in hand. Will do his best. I don't think saving is even on his mind right now. He does spot one player. He refrains from firing, but is now spotted.
Allies eliminated.
I don't know what he was tagged from there. I don't know if Kerber tagged him with a car, but we'll reduce him to nothing with the Luger. NEWERA suddenly look completely different. Ever since the change at the half, NEWERA just look on a different level. Dubs hoping to catch the jumper there onto Orphanage. Losa will find Stromfrich. The shotgunner goes down for NEWERA early on. 1950 with that smoke over there. A nice one-tap jump shot from BenQ. Sorry, from Ravesor finding BenQ. Beg your pardon. Kompleksi will not go down without a fight. And they look pretty good on this round so far. 1950 is not hanging around. Neither is Ravesor. This is great. Kerber, the man left at FBS, has 5 players for Kompleksi to deal with. No grenade. And that plant was actually a fake in an attempt to try and bait him out, but he is going to be in a world of hurt fairly soon. Brings out the Luger, but that is not going to be enough. Losa will take him down. Kompleksi with another swing. Bring it back to 9-8. They are still in the lead, albeit slightly. BenQ with a nice early kill, finding Dubs. Knew exactly where he was going to be. Noddy was so quick off the mark there, finding 1950. Losa then found him. Kerber dropping Sieber. Why NEWERA playing attack twice? Someone better tell them. They can chill on defense. They can chill. They can hang back. Yeah, Mozart obviously doesn't know. That's what I love about watching them. I love watching them play defense. They just changed the rulebook completely. Or the playbook, so to speak. They play it so differently. And I think that's what throws teams. I really do. Ever since the start of the half, Kompleksi just looked a little bit shaky. I don't think they were expecting Mozart to push. I thought they probably thought NEWERA were going to play a bit of a placid defence and try and keep things. Mozart with a... Oh, I thought he might have just committed one of the worst sins there. Recovered, found Losa. Tag there onto Kerber's butt. Raves are not getting the kill. He did that. He is feeding it now. Look how quickly he's moving. But BenQ is moving quicker.
Axis win.
Lovely shot onto him. But yeah, you guys know Mozart by now. When he's on form, he will play different. He will get in your head. And he will take the game to you. He is not afraid of getting up in your face with the car. He really isn't. Two players for Kompleksi hanging back. Maybe even a third, actually. I think a third was looking towards B. That nade was not going anywhere apart from right in Sieber's face. Kerber with the running back throw. Noddy finding 1950. Stromfrich finding Losa. Now it's Kompleksi's turn to look a little bit separated. It is going to be Dubs and Raves all left. They cannot support each other. Ravesor's going to have to do everything he can. Noddy will drop Dubs. Ravesor's going to be the man left on his own. Gets a tag onto Stromfrich. And he returns with a shotgun shell with his name written all over it. 10-9. NEWERA now with the lead in a game that looked like Kompleksi were going to run away with it. It just shows Dawnville can still be a very Axis-sided map. Mozart finds 1950, nearly picks up that second at the top of grave. M1 bullets pinging towards him. None of them managed to hit him just yet. That one did. He got the kill, but also held up Kompleksi a heck of a lot. Kept them pinned in grave. Where's Noddy going? Where is Noddy going? Stromfrich finding Ravesor. The aggressive defense yet again from NEWERA. Dubs will find Noddy. Certain Dubs left. NEWERA are like caged animals. They just want to get out. They want to get out. They want to fight you. They are so aggressive. Dubs, the man left against Mozart, Stromfrich, and BenQ. He has under a minute to try and make something happen.
Allies eliminated.
Mozart will stop him.
Win.
11-9. I should be shocked, but I don't think I am. Just NEWERA just play different. They just take the game and kind of turn it inside out. They really do. And Kompleksi now have to think of something completely different. Try and defend. BenQ with another huge nade, finding Sieber. Losa with the early kill, finding Kerber. Stromfrich was trying that push down Main Street, but 1950 is going to find him. Kompleksi just looking everywhere. They just don't know when NEWERA are going to pop up from next. Raves are finding Noddy. Mozart and BenQ left. Dubs is having a bit of a free roam in Graveyard. Could be helpful if he can get into Orth. With that scope, Losa trying to draw some eyes over to B. Dubs now challenged. But does get the kill on BenQ. Great for him. Opens up Orphanage. Mozart, the man left. 1v3. Surely he can't...
Axis eliminated. Allies win.
I think he knew his time was up. He kind of just stood there and waited for the inevitability. That was the M1 Garand. But Kompleksi draw back another round. They are not going to give up. And is when you get to such a high level, it's actually the smallest percentage of a change in play or just that slightest bit of luck or just that tiny door opening that can give you a chance to change the play. And that's all these guys are looking for. Dubs and Losa both picking up kills. Stromfrich is going to be the man holding church. Holding ceremony on a Sunday. Not in my church, he says. BenQ finding dubs. 3v3. BenQ nearly taken out. Ravesor finding BenQ. Kerber and Stromfrich left. There is the sound of that shotgun again. Stromfrich bringing it back to 2-2. Kerber looks to go to high ground. Spots a player in off. Finally gets that kill. Finds Alosa. Ravesor left. The well-known handsome man of COD 2. He has around 40 seconds to make something happen. Bringing this back to 11-11 would be huge. 12-10 is a completely different mind game.
Allies eliminated.
It's 12-10.
Axis win.
That is map point. Can Kompleksi at least bring this back to overtime? They need 2 rounds to do that. Losa, the front man, and only man by the looks of it, in graveyard. I don't know whether Kompleksi are going to try something different on this potentially last round. 1950 is at the top of grave as well. That nade was so close to him. He is lucky to still be here. If they can keep their shotgunner alive, they could hopefully gain some ground. Dubs hanging back with one other player. And things have frozen a bit. Kompleksi just kind of digging their heels in, checking every angle before moving those couple of inches forward. Losa moves towards Orf. No grenade in hand, but one did go out into graveyard, nearly caught an allied player in the face. Noddy finding Seba. Raves are also dropping the Mozart. This is not looking good for Kompleksi. Dub's got a tag there. I think he tagged Mozart, but somehow didn't get the kill. Look at the kills for Mozart. 23-16. He was fairly quiet on allies, but he is completely woken up on Axis. Quite know what Losa's doing. I think he's trying to wait for a moment to get into church. That might be it. Dubs finding Stromfrich. They are running out of time. 20 seconds. They need to move. Dubs finding Mozart. This is good. Losa and 1950 bringing out players in the open. BenQ and Kerber, though, going to bring it back just to 1950 on his own with that shotgun. He grabs the car. Can he defend this plant? He finds one. There's BenQ. And the second! Good play from 1950. Kompleksi are not done. They are not done. Are we going to get overtime on the first map? What a story this would be. What a story this would be. Mozart goes again. I think even NEWERA might be feeling a little bit nervous. Mozart rushes forward in an attempt to try and thwart any Kompleksi push. Stromfrich is in church. He's dropped by 1950. Great start for Kompleksi. Noddy finding Losa. I don't think Mozart has even been spotted here. If Kompleksi choose to go down Main Street, that could be it. Noddy feeling so confident. Is on that main wall. Seba with a nade on Mozart gets him out of the game. Kompleksi with the man advantage. That nade was close. Noddy lucky to stay alive from that one. Forced to retreat and go into spawn house. Cabot covering wards. Orf. Under a minute left here for Kompleksi. They do have the man advantage, but that can quickly change. And both snipers finding a tag on their respective targets. But 1950 and Noddy staying alive. I'm sure both of them will be questioning, how their targets didn't drop. But BenQ will find dubs. He's then quickly dropped by 1950. Kerber is the man left. And I'm pretty sure we are going to go to overtime on Dawnville on the first map. I did not see this coming. But I'm here for it. I am here for it. Half time on the first map. We're in for a treat tonight. We are in for a treat. NEWERA stay as attack. Kompleksi. Sorry, NEWERA stay as defense. Beg your pardon. Kompleksi stay as attack. How long will this go on? Is it going to be a straightforward cleanup? Are we going to go back and forth? Could be like a Quidditch game. Could be here for years. Losa covers that entrance to Church. Looks towards Splash. BenQ with the opening kill. Finding Raves with that nade. Noddy adding to that. Finding 1950. I can hear some jumping around an orphanage. And I'm pretty sure that means Losa can hear it. Seba looks towards Church. I think he's ready for attack nade into White. Who is that going to find? No one. Kompleksi must be so happy to get to overtime. Not that they don't deserve it, but NEWERA just looks so strong. There's a great fight for Kompleksi to bring it back. Kerber finding dubs. Seba nearly taken out there by the scope. Eventually dropped by the Kar 98. Or sorry, the Luger Kar 98 bullet. Falling into his back for good measure. Mozart with the final kill. And take the first round of overtime. And also a bit of a buy round for them too. Shotgun, scope, and 3 Kar 98s. Shotgun, scope, and 3 M1 Garens for Kompleksi. Precision gaming at its best. Noddy finding Raves or a second onto Losa. All from Church. 1950 eventually dropping him. But the double kill here. A great spawn choice. Or opportunity, sorry, for Noddy. Chose to go into Church. It's always a danger doing that. You pretty much know you're going to be taken out, but if you can get a couple of kills before you go, it's worth it. Good trade. Kompleksi now with 2 men down. A tag there onto Strumfrich, nearly taking him out. That one did. That will do it. Yep, the second one will do it. Mozart covering Church. BenQ just looking into that smoke. In fact, a double smoke. Hope he isn't asthmatic. Nades landing in the back of spawn. It's so impressive how players just have every inch of this map covered with nades. If they know someone's standing there, they have a nade for it. Really impressive. Mozart has spotted a player. Time is running out here for Kompleksi. They have 30 seconds to try and do something. BenQ will find Seba. Mozart will miss his kill, but get some information back to his team. BenQ is in a bit of trouble here. 1950 will take him down. He does have another player to deal with over there. Kerber falls back to the top of spawn. Dubs finding Mozart. He's quickly dropped then by Kerber. 1v1 here. 2 seconds. Great play from him.
Axis win.
Wonderful defending from Kerber. Knew he just had to drop dubs off that plant. And that round is going to be his. Wonderful defending from him. One more round to the switch. What will happen? Ravesor opening things up, finding Mozart. Great kill from him. 1950 is in mid-street, looks towards white. Has stolen Mozart's car 98. It's going to be very helpful for him. Uses that smoke just to push down over towards church. Makes his way towards spawn house, but BenQ, those keen eyes. Noddy finding Ravesor. Losa with that nade, finding BenQ. Dubs not getting attack nade this time. Stromfrich is still alive, finding Sieber. Kompleksi look to try and pincer that A plant if they can. Ooh, and Losa looking for that one tap. Got a tag onto Kerber, got the final one to take him out. He still has 2 players to deal with in the form of Noddy and Stromfrich. That nade, pinpoint.
Axis win.
And we switch with Kompleksi with a chance to defend. Will they be able to do it for 3 rounds? NEWERA just need 1 round, and they will take Dawnville. I hear a carbine. Kerber has gone back with carbine again. You love to see it. Early scope shots there from Dubs. Not finding a target. Losa looks to push. I thought he was going to go for a push there, but he chooses to go to white. Dubs and Ravesor finding early kills. Noddy and BenQ dropping. Ravesor spotting another play. Finally gets that kill on Stromfrich. Great play from him. Kerber with the 1 tap. Carbine kill. There it is. That's why he grabbed it. Takes 1950 off that MG. He is tagged, I think, from that nade. Ravesor puts a stop to that. Mozart is the only man left. He is back with scope. Will find Losa for even daring to try and come into his territory. It's a nade. And a second nade. Does not find a target on one. Doesn't find a target on the second either. That car bullet putting a hole in his uniform, I think.
Allies eliminated.
And Ravesor with the 4th of the round. That Axis defense, it does help. Can they do it 2 more times just to reset that overtime? Remember, NEWERA just need 1. I'm sure they will be kicking themselves if they don't take this. Stromfrich with the shotgun pushes B side now. There's a tag onto Losa. Doesn't actually get the kill and then is dropped by Sieber. Good backup from him. Mozart finding Ravesor out of Orf. BenQ looking for that 1 tap with a tag on Sieber. Not getting the kill. It is indeed the first map. $19.50 on Mozart. Great play from Noddy. Good reactions from him. Finding Losa. Grabbing that extra nade as well, which he pops over to FPS. BenQ finding 1950. Sorry, not FPS. Back of A. Beg your pardon. Dubs finding Noddy. Spending way too much time out in the open. 1v1. If Dubs can win this, he keeps his team in the game with a lifeline. If BenQ takes it, NEWERA take Dawnville. He's expecting Dubs to go to spawn house. He isn't far wrong. 40 seconds. If Dubs could go to B. He waits though. Oh, what a great positioning by Dubs. Knew that plant was not a real one. That is going to signal his position though. This could make it tough. And BenQ will take it. NEWERA finally get Dawnville after a real scrap and battle. What a game. I think we're in for a treat. And Burgundy, of course it's Burgundy. Of course it's Burgundy. Looks like everyone's jumping in. I don't know if we're going to have a break or not. Are we going to go straight into it? Is anyone going to stop for no cigarette break? No? No traditional cigarette break. We normally have one of those. Maybe no one smokes on these teams. Who knows? We're going straight into it. Wow, these guys do not want to hang around. looking to keep the momentum going. NEWERA are going to be attacking. Kompleksi will be defending. 3 Kar 98s, a scope and a shotgun for Kompleksi. An early kill there for Noddy, finding Siebert. He'll have to bug out of there before a nade lands in his pocket. 1950. We'll find that kill on Stromfrich. BenQ finding 1950. Kompleksi losing 2 on defense so far. Ravesort finds Mozart. Bit of a slow push here from NEWERA. They're not looking to dive onto B. Noddy did get 1 on the cross. Maybe another one went over there. 2 players stacking up on APC. 1 must be on B. Kerb is still there. Noddy finding Losa, dropping another Kompleksi player before he's dropped in return. NEWERA taking this very cautiously. Kerber looks to plant and will get it. BenQ got a little bit lucky there to get that shot on Dubs, but he will take it. Ravesort, the man left. Here's BenQ and Kerber to deal with an M1 Garand and a Thompson facing you down. Not something I'd like. But this is Ravesort. One very talented player. the little ASD. Unlucky. BenQ not getting nervous at all there. With the close combat sidearm. And he will get that first round for NEWERA. The Colt wins against the Luger. Dubs goes to the top of MG House. Looks for any allied heads to take off. I think he spotted one there going over to APC. And that was Kerber who gets a double there, finding Siebert and Losa charging in with that Thompson. Obviously had a great spawn for B. Backed up by that smoke. He has really cleared B for his team.
Explosives planted!
So I mean, this game is mostly skill, but if you get those good spawns, you get that front one, and it opens B up for you, why not take it? Get a Thompson, charge it down, take it, hold it. Raves all the man left again. He is right next to Stromfrich, using Garage. They spotted a player in dark room. Goes for the Luger again, but Stromfrich will charge him down with the shotgun. It's just, the spawns can be so important on this. Let's see how they line up now. I think one player has got a fairly good B spawn again. You can see he's already making his way towards B. Stromfrich also doing the same, using that smoke on that alleyway. Pops a nade over to the cross as well. That Axis grenade bouncing off allied spawn. House that isn't going to do any damage at all, landing on top of tank. BenQ has made his way to B. Losa finding Mozart. BenQ using that Thompson well. Noddy covering him, putting some pressure in the dark room. Will charge it down and get the kill on Losa. Dubs is the man left. And Stromfrich will find him. NEWERA are starting to clean up. It's almost like they have force fields around them. Those bullets are just not hitting them. Kompleksi need to find something. Siebert yet to have a kill. Losa with the most, but the other sitting on 1. Saying that, Mozart hasn't even got a kill yet. Not that it matters. Stromfrich with an early nade, finding Losa. Good aggressive play on B again. Stromfrich knocking Siebert off that pipe. Noddy covering him. Stromfrich again finding Dubs. He didn't even get a chance to find Ravesort because Kerber was there. But I think he would have got it. This is looking like a bit of a public match here for NEWERA. They're just cleaning up everywhere at once. Currently sitting at 4-0. Stromfrich aiding in that cross with the car. That's the trouble though, if you hang there too long, that spawn nade will catch you. Siebert doing great to get that. Noddy and BenQ finding kills. Dropping Razor and Losa. Mozart looking towards B. But kind of deterred from pushing at the minute. Kerber with a car kill, finding Siebert. It's Dubs and 1950 left. 1950 shouting with that shotgun, finding Noddy. They do make their way to B, but Mozart is going to be the man to hang back and just cover that rotate. Kerber finding 1950. Dubs, the man left with scope. Where is he going to be? He is at Allied spawn. I'm pretty sure NEWERA wouldn't have expected this. He finds Kerber, gives away his position. Has a nade as well. Could be lucky if he gets a kill with that one. Doesn't, but Mozart lurking in spawn will clean up. And he finally gets his kill and congratulates himself for it. Why not? Why not indeed? 5-0 here for NEWERA. Noddy making things tougher. Getting Siebert on the cross. 1950 could be doing the dangerous push with that shotgun. If he can get into spawn house. And just disrupting Ravesor. It was an allied tank, but he's dropped by Stromfrich. 1950 answers with a kill on Kirby. He's then dropped by Noddy. That shotgun push only good for 1 kill. He'll need more than that. Dub0 unable to find that no-scope. He does eventually. Finds Mozart.
Explosives planted.
Just Colt bullets flying everywhere, and Noddy will get that final bash. It's really not looking good for Kompleksi. 3-0, not so bad, but 6-0. You really have to start asking questions. What can you do to try and disrupt that NEWERA push? It's so hard to predict what NEWERA are going to do. Dubs with a great jump kill, finding Noddy early on. Mozart diving from the nade shower. Has that Thompson. Thought he was going to put some pressure on B. 1950. Great play from him. He still only got 1, but still managed to do it unseen. Pushed through mid with that shotgun. Took down BenQ. Eventually dropped by Mozart. I think Kompleksi are going to have to play that aggressive push, but they're just going to have to do it better than what they're doing. They have put a bit of a pause to this one, though. 3v3 and NEWERA just slowly edging towards both bomb sites. Stromfrich finding Losa, making a noise over at A. Mozart and Kerber pushing towards B. Dubs could be in trouble soon. Ravesor's going to be at A, trying to look for Stromfrich. NEWERA are using that Burgundy allied team incredibly well. It's so hard to defend. Especially even more so when you're playing against NEWERA. Kerber's going to fully commit to that plant. Why not? Mozart finding Dubs. Ravesor. You have to feel bad for him. It's so tough. What do you do? NEWERA just seem to win everything, but what do you do? You're 7-0 down. You're on defence. You would have hoped at least a couple of rounds would go under your belt. And they're just not finding their flow on Burgundy at the minute. And the more of a rhythm NEWERA get, the more they're going to push. See, they actually managed to get in a fairly good position there. We can get some vision towards Allied House. Vision on B as well. BenQ, though, is going to clear it. He finds Alosa. Mozart on 1950. Kompleksi are dropping like flies. Dubs is the man left. He does get a kill on Mozart, but Noddy puts a pause to any... How is he getting those kills through smoke? these guys just eat their carrots? How do they see? That's incredible. Noddy waits for the cross. BenQ putting pressure onto that MG house. Kerber with the opening kill, finding Sieber. Smokes a plenty. Both of them going out. Loser, Dubs, and Ravesor left. I hear a carbine again. Stromfrich now picking that. Ravesor with a kill on Kerber. After 3, can have a rest. Noddy finding Ravesor. Dubs is the man left again against the 4-man NEWERA team. He is caught out on Main Street.
Axis eliminated.
And Mozart, for some reason, has the shotgun now. And why not? A real change here. He then grabs Thompson and Carr. Gives that shotgun back to Stromfrich. I think he just wanted to try it out. I'm not quite sure what he did there, but Mozart with a shotgun kill. Haven't seen that before. Kerber pinning that cross. Dropping C, but nades landing in that alleyway. Stromfrich with a pinpoint nade finding Dubs. It's such a gamble going through that alleyway, trying to get onto B. You kind of have to get at least one player over there if you can. Ravesor did get one, but then dropped immediately after by Mozart. Loser finding Stromfrich. Noddy now with a plant. A, I think. He has indeed planted A. That will really mix up Kompleksi, but it could be what they need. That kind of different play could be exactly what they need. Loser, though, left on his own after 1950. Dropped by BenQ. And as soon as that plant goes down, NEWERA just disappear. They are both in a similar spot, though. This could be a bit of a gamble.
Axis eliminated.
Mozart is quick to it. His reactions are so good. I hope we don't see a 13-0. I really hope we don't. As impressive as it would be to see, I don't think Kompleksi deserve that. But it is 10-0. Oh, and that early kill from Noddy. And the second, Loser and Dubs just literally falling into his crosshair. Mozart and Kerber adding kills. Ravesor will get one kill, finding Noddy. He'll get the second on Mozart. Bless him for still going. This guy never ever lets his head drop. Gets a third on Kerber. What a story this would be if Ravesor can pick up the 5. Come on, Ravesor.
Eliminated.
Stromfrich with the kill.
Win.
Again, I'm not picking sides. I just love to see a... I'd love to see a fight, you know. Great scope in there from Noddy. Really imperative that he lands his shots on that jump. And he has hardly missed one round before the half. Kompleksi could do with at least one on Axis. What a message this would be from NEWERA if they just absolutely whitewash on Burgundy. What a message that would be. Stromfrich finding C, but this is such a strong performance from NEWERA. Remove Berg from the pool, or maybe just don't let NEWERA play Burgundy. Siebert calling GG already. I really hope they haven't given up. I know it's tough. I know it's tough, but NEWERA are just everywhere. How do you beat them? You guys are the experts. I don't play this game anymore. I just watch you guys do it, and I watch you guys do it well. You play so incredibly smoothly. How do you beat NEWERA? How?
Axis eliminated. Allies win.
And there's the half. 12-0 here to NEWERA. Instead of getting this on PC when it came out, you got another new game at the time? What else did you get? I'm trying to think what other games came out at that time. It's so different back then. Games kind of were drip-fed out. They didn't come out at the speed they do nowadays. You get about 6 new games a week now. It's crazy. But anyway, Kompleksi will have a chance on Allies. Hopefully they get more than one round at least. BenQ, though, is going to drop Ravesor. Dubs with a double there, finding Noddy and BenQ. with the scope and nade respectively. Losa and 1950 both getting kills. The comeback is on. Even Ravesor can see it. Kerber's left. Surely he won't get a 4-man.
Explosives planted.
This map is very Allies biased. Saying that, we've seen a lot. Let's actually get one. There we go. The comeback is on. The comeback is on. We've seen a lot of Axis replies on this. But I don't know, man. I don't want to get into that debate. I really don't. It's not impossible to win this as Axis. It is hard. You just have to play differently. You just have... I don't know what you have to do. Again, the strats are so different nowadays. The meta's different. I just don't know what you have to do as Axis. Because Kompleksi seemed to throw everything at NEWERA, but couldn't even get a look in on Axis. I think Noddy trying to shoot that nade away from Dubs. Couldn't quite do it. But it's still fun to watch. Look at these nades, they're pinpoint. Raves are on Dubs, both picking up a good kill. BenQ and Kerber left. Raves are finding BenQ. Kerber is the man left. Can he get a double? Finding Dubs and Ravesor to seal his team to victory. He can't. Dub0 will find him. I agree with you. It is an allies sided map, but it's probably not as, you know, it's probably stronger than the Axis side is on Dawnville, but I don't know what you do. I really don't know what you do. I don't know what the answer is. How you play Axis on this map. I don't know how you do it. 1950 has rushed forward. I think he's pretty much taken B. Losa pushes through that alleyway of death. Stromfrich finding Losa. Losa gets a kill on Kerber from behind. Gets a tag there onto Stromfrich just by Allied Tiger. Didn't manage to drop him. Dubs hanging back by Spawn. I think he spotted a player there but didn't get the kill. That could punish him. He recovered well. Finds Stromfrich. Losa finding Mozart. Noddy is the man left. And he is in mid-garden, happily bouncing along. Scope in hand. Losa looks to plant at B. He's going to be looking for Dubs.
Explosives.
Axis eliminated.
And Dubs found him.
Allies win.
But yeah, I don't know what you do as Axis. You guys are the experts. You guys know this game in a much better depth than I do. But I had hope for Burgundy in the Nations Cup when I saw shotgunners like rush through mid and get into Allied spawn, but it seems that Allies just seem to expect that now. It just seems that whatever new way Axis seem to play on this map, Allies have a way to shut it out. Is there a way you can maybe change Burgundy a bit? Can you add something to it that could give Axis a bit of an insight? But I know you guys are the experts when it comes to modding maps potentially that could make it a bit more viable. But yeah, this is proof that it's just Allied heavy. GG's being called. I hate to say it, but it has indeed looked like a GG. 1950s are left.
Eliminated. Axis
Incredible play from NEWERA. I have to give it to them. They absolutely looked insane on Burgundy. What a game. GG to Kompleksi. GG's NEWERA. Two of the most enjoyable teams to watch in COD 2 at the moment. But maybe there is a debate there. Maybe there is a debate for Burgundy to be taken out. I don't know. I don't know. It's maybe something can change for Axis. Maybe moving the spawn might help. I don't know. I don't know what you do. There's some play testing in there, definitely. GG. Ravesor, GG, brother. That was a great fight, my man. That's so tough, buddy. Burgundy's tough. I don't want to open up that debate of whether it should be a map or not, but that's great fight, only first map. It's tough though, buddy. It's Burgundy. I'm not being toxic at all. I would never be toxic. I could never be toxic. Not on this game. I'm only watching. I don't have to be toxic. I can enjoy it. I can enjoy it. Yeah, NEWERA won first. It was a really close fight on Burgundy, Dawnville. Kompleksi really dug their heels in and brought it back to overtime. And NEWERA won that. But that was a great fight on Dawnville. Spoilers. Oh yeah, you haven't seen it yet. You haven't seen the end. But yeah, there's maybe a debate there for whether Burgundy could be changed or taken out. I don't know. I don't know. But either way, I'm just happy that this game is still being played. And at this level as well. It doesn't get better than this. It does not get better than this. These guys are at the top of the game. They know it inside out in a million ways better than I ever could. So if there's anyone that thinks Burgundy should be taken out, it's them. They would know. They play it. They know it. They've played both sides. They know the story of Burgundy. But yeah, that is a topic to be discussed in Discord, which leads me to a great segue. If you haven't joined the TLS COD 2 Discord, then the link is pinned above. So I'll post that in there again. Remove 2 Jane. Keep COD 2 alive. There you go. Jump in their Discord if you haven't, guys. Keep the game going. It is a beautiful game. We all love it. We all love it. But yeah, that's me, guys. That is me. Again, sorry for thinking it was the final today. I got my days mixed up. But thank you for being it. Ravesor, you're an absolute pleasure to watch, dude. You really are, man. You're an absolute pleasure to watch. And a funny guy. He's a very funny guy. His streams are incredibly funny. Let me give him a shout. If you guys haven't followed Ravesor, please do. He does stream COD 2 regularly. Does some mixes. Obviously does the team games with Kompleksi. Please drop him a follow. We've also got Noddy, who was streaming. I don't know if he still is. I'm guessing not now the game is over. I'm going to see if anyone else is playing COD 2. Okay, so Wind is doing the final. MP Burgundy V2 soon. There you go. Is that a hint for the future? Maybe some mods on Burgundy are coming. But yeah, let me pop in some other links for COD 2 and COD 1 gamers. So I'm going to send you guys over to Wind. I think the game is still going on. I think. I'm actually playing on Quarantine. There you go. Love a bit of Quarantine. But yeah, guys, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being here. Hopefully I can cover the final soon. Yeah, Marty, thank you for the raid. That was very unexpected, but very, very kind of you. Thank you. I'll check you out afterwards. But yeah, guys, thank you for being here. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay horny. Let me quickly drop in the name of another player who streams COD 2 regularly. Just so if you guys do want to get your COD 2 fix, then please make sure you give these guys a follow. Because the more people that watch COD 2, the more people that will then see it on Twitch. And if they haven't seen the game, they might look at it and think, hey, this looks fun. And you might get new people coming in, which is what we want. But yeah, I will send you guys over to Wind to keep up to date with the United Base Spring Cup winner semis. And yeah, guys, hopefully I'll see you again very soon. But thank you for being here. Thank you for the follows. And hopefully I'll see you guys very soon. Let's just make sure this game isn't going to finish anytime soon. Actually, I don't want to send you to a stream that's about to end. Maybe not. We should be okay. But yeah, guys, look after yourselves. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay horny. And I'll see you very soon. Take care, guys.
Really fancy. Melody. Bring it well, trading it out.
Axis win.
So MOD have recovered nicely after that
Round draw.
Germantown game and the start of that Nerville game. Got the confidence back, hitting the shots, playing aggressive as well. There's Nervier with the sniper peek, sniper boxes.